Hi everyone, I wanted to make this video about presence and noise. And when I think about society today, smartphones, easy access to information that we have at our fingertips, I realize that all of this information, although useful at times, can also kind of feel like a lot of noise, especially when we are digesting a lot of information. There's a lot coming at us all the time, whether it be through the news, whether it be through TikTok or social media, whatever our subject of interest is, that we Google, and look up and research and all of those things. And those things are great for the intellect, and the intellect kind of wants more and more and more, but it's also a way of distracting ourselves from really looking within and finding the wisdom inside of us. And I know what drives it. There's a lot of things that drive it. There's greed that drives it, where we are consuming so much information. It is actually greed in the driver's seat when we're consuming. It's also insecurity. We're trying to hold on to something or grasp something that will bring us some sense of ease or peace or reassurance, or whatever it is we're looking for. And we rely on these outside sources so much that we forget to tune in to ourselves. So presence, becoming present in a mindful way, gives us an opportunity to tune back internally and connect to our wisdom. And we do that through three anchors: either the breath, sounds in your environment which are not triggering, like background noises like the heater, a fan, something like that, which is more like white noise. That brings us into the present moment and brings us to connecting to our own essence and presence. And so I know I use that word a lot, but it is actually a good one in terms of becoming present. It's kind of like a reminder, oh yeah, I've got to become present in this moment, right? Because when we are consuming information, our minds are elsewhere. Our minds are not gathered. They are not here right now. They're just somewhere else. So coming back, tuning in through either breath, sound, or your feet on the floor, where you're feeling your body making contact with the earth, and with the chair that you're sitting in, and that can bring you back to this present moment. So all of those three, you want to play with them and see which one works better for you. For me, it's the breath. The breath connects me very quickly to being present in this moment, and tuning in to the wisdom that's inside. Now, when you first tune in, there will be a lot of noise, and this is where people turn around and say, I can't meditate, like I can't calm my mind. It's not about calming your mind, okay? It's kind of like this, like your mind, if it's been very restless and it has a lot of things that it's thinking about, when you sit down, you become present in the moment, you will hear all of that noise, okay? And that's okay, because we need to get through that to get underneath. And underneath is where the stillness is. So if you imagine an ocean and the waves of an ocean, sometimes those waves are very aggressive. Sometimes they're coming at full speed, and so the waves of the ocean are like your thoughts in the mind, and so we want to stay with that in a very present, mindful, non-judgmental way. If we can do that, we can get through that, you will see that your mind will settle on its own. Often I share this analogy with my clients where you've got, say, a bottle of water and there's dirt in it. Now, if you shake it around, the dirt is going to spread everywhere. The whole bottle is going to be, that's all you're going to be able to see is dirt. Now, if you place the bottle on a table and you leave it alone, right? It's grounding, it's becoming present, all of that mud and all of that noise will settle down to the base so that you can see clearly through that bottle again. So the mind is kind of like that. So if you can get through all of that noise in your mind, and if you think about it, the noise is there because you've been feeding it all this information. Like, of course, right? Like, if you're constantly consuming information, the noise is going to be there. So let it be, and see if you can ride those waves and see if you can get to that stillness, because once you do connect to that stillness, that's where our intuition kicks in, that's where our wisdom kicks in. This is where we turn towards something greater than ourselves to guide us, and not be so dependent on outside sources. And once we're able to connect to this guidance, we feel so calm and we feel so peaceful and we feel so balanced. When you're connecting to guidance or intuition, when there is a feeling of balance in the body. The body feels very like equanimous, right? Equanimity. It's an equanimity that's very much alive, but it feels very settled and grounded. So yeah, if you have any questions around this, I will probably be making another video on wisdom and what that is, and intuition, because many people are not aware of what that is. They're so out of touch that they don't even know what the substance of intuition is, because of all of this noise. So I hope this helps, and if you have any questions or anything you'd like me to answer, just kind of comment below, and I will be making another video very soon. Thank you.